Most people don't change because they don't have a reason strong enough to kill the version of themselves that's been destroying their life for years. But there comes a moment, a quiet, brutal, honest moment, when you finally realize the truth. The person you are right now is the reason you don't have the life you want. And in that moment, something inside you starts to die. Not physically, but mentally, emotionally, spiritually. It's the death of the weak habits, the death of excuses, the death of the identity that kept you small, the death of the person who wasted time, avoided responsibility, and hid behind fear. This moment isn't glamorous. It isn't loud. It isn't heroic. It's painful. It's messy. It's lonely. Because before you can rebuild your life, you must destroy the version of yourself that ruins it. This is the beginning of transformation. This is the moment your old self takes its last breath. People think change happens when you get motivated. They think it happens when you get inspired. But real change, the kind that actually rewrites your identity, happens when you look at your life and say, I can't live like this anymore. It happens when you finally get tired of your own patterns. When you get tired of lying to yourself. When you get tired of watching your potential rot while you hide behind excuses. It happens when you get tired of being a spectator in your own life. Your old self is made of every choice you regret, every promise you broke, every opportunity you wasted, every moment you chose comfort instead of courage. Your old self is the voice that says later, the voice that says tomorrow, the voice that says it's okay to stay the same. And that voice doesn't disappear on its own. You must silence it. You must confront it. You must kill it. Because here's the brutal truth. You cannot build a new life with the same identity that destroyed the old one. You can change your goals. You can change your routine. You can change your environment. But if you don't change your identity, your old self will drag you back into the same patterns every time. That's why the first stage of transformation feels violent. Feels like war. Because you're fighting the strongest opponent you will ever face. The version of you that you've been your entire life. Your old self doesn't want to die. It wants to survive. It wants to keep you comfortable. It wants to keep you predictable. It wants to keep you weak enough to avoid change, but just strong enough to survive your own disappointment. Your old self will say things like, you don't need to change. You've tried before. You're not that bad. You don't have to suffer. You can start later. And for years, you believed it. For years, that voice made decisions for you. For years, that voice became your identity. But not anymore. Because now you realize that this voice isn't guiding you. It's killing you slowly. It's stealing your time. It's stealing your ambition. It's stealing the future you could have had. This is the moment where you stand between two paths. Remain who you've always been, or kill that version of yourself and rebuild. And make no mistake, your old self will fight back. It will resist when you try to wake up early. It will resist when you try to take control of your habits. It will resist when you try to break your addictions. It will resist when you try to create discipline. It will resist because it knows that once discipline enters your life, its days are numbered. Your old self thrives on laziness. It thrives on distraction. It thrives on impulsiveness. It thrives on avoiding pain. Your new self thrives on structure, on intention, on responsibility, on sacrifice. The gap between who you are and who you want to be is filled with the corpse of your old identity. This is why transformation feels like death, because it is. It's the death of the familiar, the death of comfort, the death of who you've been for years. And most people can't handle that pain, so they run back to the identity that destroys them. But if you are here, if you are listening, if you feel that pressure inside your chest, then you already know you are not most people. You feel the old you slipping. You feel something collapsing inside you. You feel the version of yourself that procrastinates, complains, and fears responsibility slowly losing its power. And that feeling is the beginning of rebirth. Before fire becomes light, it destroys. Before steel becomes strong, it breaks. Before you become powerful, you must let your old self die. This is the first step of transformation, death before rebirth. And the question you must answer now is simple. Will you rebuild? or will you stay broken? Killing your old self is not a single moment. It is a war, a long, exhausting psychological war, and the battlefield is your mind. Every day, the past version of you tries to pull you back into the life you're trying to escape. Every day, it tries to remind you of your weaknesses, your mistakes, your failures, your comfort. Every day, the old you rises from its grave and whispers in your ear, "Come back. It's easier here. It's safer here. You don't have to change." That whisper is familiar, feels like home, feels like relief, feels like rest. But you must understand something. The voice of your old self is not trying to protect you. It's trying to survive inside you. Your old identity knows it's dying. It knows you've started to detach. It knows you've started to see the truth. It knows you've taken the first steps toward rebuilding. And now, like an animal cornered, it becomes dangerous. Your old self doesn't attack you through fear. It attacks you through comfort. It offers you the same habits that destroyed your discipline. It offers you the same distractions that stole your focus. It offers you the same excuses that killed your momentum. It offers you the same emotional reactions that ruined your decisions. It doesn't fight your transformation with pain. It fights your transformation with pleasure. Because pleasure is the one weapon strong enough to resurrect the person you are trying to bury. This is why change feels impossible. This is why progress feels fragile. This is why your life snaps back into old patterns the moment you relax. Your old self is not weak. It's deeply trained. It has years of repetition behind it. Years of habits. Years of conditioning. Years of emotional shortcuts. Years of neurological pathways built on avoiding discomfort. Your new self has only days, weeks, maybe months. This is the war. The old you is experienced. The new you is learning. The old you is comfortable. The new you is uncomfortable. The old you is automatic. The new you is intentional. And every day you must choose which one lives. Most people never win this war because they expect transformation to feel good. They expect improvement to be inspiring. They expect change to be smooth. They expect discipline to be natural. They expect consistency to be easy. But transformation is destruction, and destruction is painful, and pain is the only proof that your old identity is losing control. Every time you wake up early when your body begs for 5 more minutes, your old self dies a little. Every time you choose training instead of excuses, your old self dies a little. Every time you stay focused while distractions try to consume you, your old self dies a little. Every time you follow through on a promise you made to yourself, your old self dies a little. Every time you act without motivation, your old self dies a little. These small victories accumulate. These small victories matter. These small victories carve out a space for the new you to rise. But understand this, the old you will not collapse quietly. It will fight harder as you get closer to winning. It will use shame. You always fail. Why try again? It will use guilt. You're abandoning who you were. It will use fear. What if the new you isn't good enough either? It will use doubt. You don't have what it takes. It will use memory. Look at everything you did wrong. It will use comparison. Others are better than you. It will use comfort. Come back. Rest. You deserve it. This is psychological warfare. This is identity warfare. This is the war that separates people who rebuild from people who stay broken. And here's the painful truth. Most people lose not because they are weak, but because they underestimate the strength of the person they used to be. Your old self is a master of survival. It knows all your weaknesses. It knows all your triggers. It knows how to break you. It knows how to delay you. It knows how to distract you. It knows how to seduce you back into the life you are trying to escape. That is why the transition feels so chaotic. It's not that the new you is failing. It's that the old you is fighting for its life. Transformation is violent because identity is territorial. The old self refuses to share the same body with the new self. Only one can survive. And this is the part nobody talks about. You will grieve the death of your old identity. Even though it hurt you, even though it limited you, even though it ruined opportunities, even though it kept you small. You will still feel sadness when you let go of the person you used to be, because that version of you is familiar. And humans cling to the familiar, even when it destroys them. But grief is not a sign to go back. It's a sign that you are changing. You are not losing yourself. You are losing the version of yourself that was never meant to survive your future. The old you served its purpose, kept you alive, but it cannot take you further. This war is not meant to break you. It's meant to prepare you, because the new you isn't soft, isn't impulsive, isn't emotional, isn't weak, isn't controlled by fear or comfort. The new you is built through discipline, sacrifice, consistency, intention, and truth. And in the silence between who you were and who you are becoming, you will feel the shift. Not easier, not lighter, not brighter, but stronger. And the stronger you become, the weaker your old identity grows. There is a moment in every transformation where the war stops feeling like suffering and starts feeling like awakening. A moment where the destruction of your old self reveals something underneath. Something raw, something powerful, something new. And suddenly, for the first time in your life, you realize the truth. You were never broken, you were buried. And rebirth requires excavation. The death of your old identity was never the end. It was the clearing, the dismantling, the burning of everything that could no longer carry you into the future. Now comes the part most people never reach: rebuilding. Rebuilding is not glamorous. Rebuilding is not fun. Rebuilding is not exciting. Rebuilding is intentional. Rebuilding is disciplined. Rebuilding is sacred. This is where you construct the version of yourself your future requires, not the version that fits your past. This stage is different from the destruction phase. The destruction hurt because you were killing the familiar. Rebuilding hurts because you must confront the responsibility of creation. No more blaming your past. No more hiding behind excuses. No more pointing at circumstances. No more waiting for motivation. Now everything is on you. Your new self is built through the choices you make when no one is watching, when no one supports you, when no one understands what you're becoming. Because rebuilding always begins in silence. People won't see the progress yet. They won't see your discipline. They won't see the systems you're building. They won't see the habits you're forming. They won't see the identity you're crafting. But you will feel it. At first, the new habits will feel fragile. The new mindset will feel unfamiliar. The new identity will feel uncomfortable. Because it's new. Because it's untested. Because it's pure. But give it time. Give it repetition. Give it consistency. Give it the same energy you once gave to your excuses. And watch what happens. The first sign of rebirth is clarity. You begin to see which habits need to be permanent. You begin to understand what your future self requires. You begin to feel disgust toward the behaviors that once felt normal. You begin to reject the people who drain your progress. You begin to crave environments that make you stronger. This clarity is not intellectual, it's instinctual. Your body starts rejecting the old patterns. Your mind starts seeing through old lies. Your identity starts shifting automatically. The second sign of rebirth is internal order. Your thoughts align. Your intentions align. Your actions align. Your priorities align. Your time aligns. You become someone who lives in alignment with the person they claim they want to be. And that alignment creates an inner strength impossible to fake. The third sign of rebirth is resistance from others. People will say you've changed. People will say you're distant. People will say you're cold. People will say you're obsessed. They're right. You have changed because your old self died. You are distant because you've detached from everything holding you back. You are cold because you stopped caring about opinions that never mattered. You are obsessed because you're finally building the life you were meant to live. Most people will never rebuild because rebuilding demands a level of responsibility, structure, and commitment that terrifies them. They would rather cling to a broken identity than construct a powerful one. But you made the choice. You faced the death. You embraced the destruction. And now you rise through the rebuilding. This stage is where discipline becomes your oxygen, where focus becomes your compass, where boundaries become your armor, where consistency becomes your weapon. This is not about becoming a better version of who you were. It's about becoming a completely different person. Someone you respect, someone you trust, someone you're proud of, someone your future depends on. The truth is simple. Rebuilding is the most powerful act of self-love. It is choosing the future over the past. It is choosing strength over comfort. It is choosing purpose over habit. It is choosing your highest self over your easiest self. And as you rebuild, you will feel something shift inside you, something irreversible. You stop negotiating with your weaknesses. You stop apologizing for your standards. You stop entertaining people who don't deserve access to you. You stop craving external approval. You stop allowing fear to govern your decisions. You finally realize that the only person who ever had the power to change your life was you. And when that truth hits you, everything becomes clear. The death of your old self was not a tragedy. It was liberation. You are not broken. You are not behind. You are not late. You are not lost. You are rebuilding. And those who rebuild become unrecognizable to those who refuse to change. So stand in the ruins of who you used to be, and do not grieve. Those ruins are your proof that you survived the version of yourself that was never meant to follow you into the future. Now the choice is yours. Continue rebuilding, or collapse back into the comfort that once destroyed you. Rebuild, or stay broken,